Hi, it's me again. It's Tuesday the 14th, about 5:15, and no drive home from work on a Tuesday for me, I'm afraid. So you can join me tonight while I tidy up this awful, horrible kitchen in this cottage that I hate and make a wicked big salad for dinner because Mum said I'm not allowed to have burgers more than 5 nights a week. What does she know? I put salad in them anyway. But I'm quite like making these videos every night. I'm quite enjoying it because at least I'm talking about current stuff. Because when I make the other videos with the green screen background, I make them probably on a Saturday or a Sunday morning. They have to last all week. So if I make one on Saturday morning and I don't show it till like the following Friday, it's out of date. No one cares, do they? So I've got a few things to talk about. I'm going to have a tidy up, and I've treated myself. I've got a Weatherspoon special at Shipyard. I didn't know you could buy it anywhere other than Weatherspoon, so I'm quite pleased about that. But I've got a few stories to go through, and a few of your comments as well. So let's have a look, shall we? Right, the first one I found we can talk about. Viewers cancel licence fee after BBC's Day of Controversy marks final straw. So I'm going to read the whole article, just headline. But yeah, it's talking about how many people cancelled after the big problems with Lineker. But then you got the Fiona Bruce thing as well, which I'm going to make a video about because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the Fiona Bruce thing. We're going to make a whole video about that once I get round to firing up the green screen thing again. And then there's a problem with the David Attenborough thing as well. There's a hidden 6th episode of his show. It's a bit too political leaning or something. I've got to look more into that. So loads of people have been cancelling, and it's quoting tweets because that's what a newspaper article is now. Even in the Independent, apparently, a newspaper article is just quoting tweets. So that's journalism for you in 2023. But it's quoting all these people that have posted screenshots of cancelling their direct debits and everything. And yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I cancelled my TV licence. I've encouraged loads of you to cancel your TV licences, right? But I'm supposed to be tidying up, remember. But do these people know the rules? Because you can't just cancel your direct debit and then not watch BBC, as we all know. It's not just because I've read it a few times on Twitter. So I've cancelled my direct debit. I'm never paying a TV licence again. I just won't watch any BBC. That's not how it works, though, is it? It's not how it works. You can't watch anything that's been broadcast or use BBC iPlayer. And if you do, which I would suggest most of these people would, because they're just thinking they don't have to watch the BBC, they're going to get in trouble for that. I mean, you're going to get letters saying payment couldn't be taken. If you ignore that letter, it's going to get a lot worse. You'll start getting the proper scary letters. And remember, they know you. They know you're at that address because you had a license. Now you just stopped randomly paying for it. You could get visits. You could get a prosecution. So if you know anyone that's cancelled out a protest, click the main bit of my channel with the video of what you can watch without a TV license and share that with them so that they are educated, so they don't get into any trouble. Because I want loads of horror stories to come about people getting in trouble for cancelling their telly licenses in protest of all of this. For loads of headlines about prosecutions and that, because that just sets us back. It just sets us back even further in the fight, doesn't it? It scares more normal people off. I don't particularly like this little cottage. It's very run down, but it was the only place I needed somewhere quick to live when I broke up with the ex late last year, and this was literally the only place in Essex under £1,000 that will let me have a dog, because rental places never let you have a dog, do they? And to be fair, I mean, if I owned property that I was going to rent out, like investment property that I rented out to a tenant, I wouldn't want them having a dog in it either. So I get it. But I don't like this place, so I can't wait to get out of it. I'm going through the conveyancing for the new place, so hopefully, I don't know, a month, something like that. It's saying at the minute, estimated completion date, the 8th till like the end of May. Hopefully that'll speed up. Hopefully that'll speed up, because I just want to get out of here, do you know what I mean? Not liking it. Right, what else did we have that I wanted to talk about today? Oh yeah, Her Majesty the Queen Consort joins Fiona Bruce on the Antiques Roadshow and took along a couple of bits to be appraised, which was a bit disappointing, really, because you think, Queen Consort, taking a couple of bits to be appraised by the Antiques, and take this opportunity to take some crown jewels out there. You know, show the people, let them get praise, worth a laugh, isn't it? I'll tell you what you could do is take that golden carriage. What's that golden carriage? That the Queen, the old Queen, she didn't like it. She said it was very uncomfortable riding around in my solid gold-plated carriage. I think it's on a wooden frame, but there are loads of solid gold bits on it. I remember reading it either weighs 3 tons or 30 tons. I think it was 30 tons with the gold on it. Imagine what that's worth. Take that down cash for gold. Get that on the Antiques Roadshow. I'll give you a good price for that. 30 tons of gold. That is enough to end poverty in this country, isn't it? If she took that down cash converters or something. Well, I just thought it was funny. I haven't seen this because I can't watch Antiques Roadshow, but they might have put the clip on YouTube for that, so I'm going to have a little look for that. And then this one came up as well. Look, shamed rock star Gary Glitter sent back to jail for breaking bail rules just a month after being released. To do with his mobile phone. He was caught pissing about on a mobile phone, and apparently that's part of his bail conditions. So they've put him back in. What the hell was he doing out? And two, if you did have to let him out, surely with his history, he should have not been allowed to have a mobile phone as part of his bail conditions. That must be a thing that they can implement. I swear I've heard of these sorts of people not being allowed to have computers or internet access. So why have they let him have a mobile? What's the first thing he's going to do? What's the very first thing he's going to do? Because he doesn't know how easy it is for the police to catch these people doing stuff like that on phones. So he's like, I've got my phone, it's my private phone, I'm going to go and look at what I want. Unbelievable. Look, don't let him back out. Don't let him back out. Shocking, really. It's a shame Savile didn't get the same treatment, having to go to prison to serve, pay for his crimes, or at least answer for his crimes. He got the easy way out, didn't he? Just realised I'm supposed to be making a wicked big salad in this video to prove to me mum that I do own a vegetable, in case she watches it. I don't think she does watch them. No, she never says that she does. She's got better things to do, to be fair. I don't know why half of you lot watch this video. Why have I got pears in there? Oh yeah, there's one that wound me up a little bit. Look, real reason Tom Cruise snubbed the Oscars after Top Gun Maverick box office success. Yeah, Tom Cruise didn't attend the Oscars, even though Top Gun Maverick was nominated for many awards. Didn't win a thing. Did it win anything? No. Can't see it win anything. Some film that I've never heard of called Everything Everywhere All at Once swept it. Absolutely. How'd that work then? Because Top Gun Maverick, bloody brilliant, wasn't it? It was like they remembered how to make films for human beings, especially adult male human beings. Not that one. Like the big one. It was like a film for blokes again, wasn't it? That hasn't been made for such a long time. How did it not win? How did it not win anything? No wonder Tom Cruise didn't go. Well, absolutely ridiculous. Top Gun Maverick, I thought, blooming brilliant. Rock music, jet planes. I mean, where's the quote in here? Look. As one person put it, can anyone seriously say that film wasn't the most impressive visual event in cinema last year? They created real-life dogfights with fighter jets. What the hell do people want to know? How much more do you have to do and get actual fighter jets? And Tom Cruise was actually flying. Wins nothing. Wins nothing. Madness. Absolute madness. No, yeah, I don't go in for that. It's all just people in the club blowing smoke up each other's chuff, and that's all. That's all that is. Now I need something to put this salad in. What are we going to use? No, what we got? I'll just use a bowl. Just use a bowl. And then I found this one as well. Look, Gary Lineker erupts at Elon Musk as son gets death threat from Twitter user over BBC row. I don't understand why he uses Twitter so much. The internet is a cesspit, and Twitter is the bottom of the cesspit, isn't it? If you put something out on the internet, you're going to get slagged off, abused, and if you're too open, you're going to get death threats, right? And he's all over Twitter. What happened to just putting out a press release or talking to the press directly? He said he got asked for like loads of opinion by press people yesterday, and he went, "I've said everything I've got to say on Twitter." What? Why am I just putting out a press release? I don't like Twitter. It's a cesspit. You can put the nicest thing in the world on there, hang on, and you'll get a death threat. So what was said? Let's have a look. Can't remember what was said now. Alright, so a user sent a tweet to George saying, "You're a mug. How dare you stick up for your shithouse of a dad? You need to be burned at the stake." That's quite mild for a lot of Twitter stuff, isn't it? I will make that salad, I promise. That's quite mild for for Twitter stuff. No, I just don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get why he has to only use Twitter to talk to the press. Why can't he just put out a press release or actually talk to the press? I don't know it's the world that we live in, and you know I'm doing this, but I don't like Twitter. I just don't like Twitter. I'm going to save that red pepper. I'm going to make fajitas tomorrow, you see, and it's nice to have a red pepper for fajitas, isn't it? What's this one? Oh yeah, Pat Sharp, look. Where is it? Pat Sharp has been sacked from his radio gig following a joke he made about a woman's boobs. I think he gave her a t-shirt, wasn't it? Hang on, before I cut my hand off. I think he gave her a t-shirt. Yeah, the Greatest Hits radio presenter had given the company event boss Lizzie Eaton a t-shirt with his face and iconic 90s mullet, which included the words, "That's the only way I'll get on your tits today." I don't understand why he had to do that. I mean, I don't think it's as offensive as she obviously thought it was, and he's lost his job over that. It seems like a bit of a stupid, pointless joke. But is it that offensive? Are you offended by that? If Pat Sharp gave you a t-shirt with a picture of his face and said, "That's the only way I'm going to get on your tits today," would you find that offensive? I don't think I would. I don't think I would. But that's the world that we live in, isn't it? And he's lost his job for that. But apparently they're just not renewing his contract or something. I think there's a bit of hyperbole in this whole thing. I think a lot of it was they're not going to renew his contract. I spotted a poll on the Express earlier. I made a video about it, just one of my quick little videos. And it's going to be on the channel tomorrow, but go and have a look at it if you want. It's, should the TV licence fee be axed in light of the whole Gary Lineker thing? It's another one of the Express's silly little polls. They've always got a telly licence video. I know that's me, isn't it? They've always got a telly licence story on the go over in the Express, haven't they? Always. And then they'll do this poll with one question. With 3 answers, though, for some reason. It's yes, no, and don't know again. I love that they put don't know on there. It does make me laugh. And then they'll get a whole article out of that as well, which is good because I'll get a whole video out of that as well, because I always talk about the Express polls, don't I? Like spring onion. Let's just spend a lot of time in Spain. You can't. They're not the same. They're not like the skinny ones. Very hard to get. The skinny ones. I had to go to like a Chinese supermarket, I think it was. They have them. I'm sure you've been to Spain, you've seen. So, but they have like the massive bulbs, which is all right. But if I want massive bulbs in my onion, I'll get a proper onion. You know what I mean? As I said, I'm quite enjoying making these videos every day. It's a lot less effort for me to make these videos every day in dead time where I wouldn't be doing anything anyway, like driving home or making my wicked big salad for dinner, Mum. I'm definitely not going to throw that in the bin. I'm going to eat it, Mum. Just maybe with a burger. I'm going to have a dig about in the fridge in a minute. Well, let me know what you think about these videos. Just think this is a good turn, or should I just carry on making the short, like, sort of 4-minute videos in front of the green screen or something? I did have some comments, actually, and I put them on my phone so that I could read them, and then my phone's doing this, so I can't. Hopefully, I'll turn up on it. Oh, yeah, look. Because I didn't think that through, obviously, did I? So I've got some of you. I'm going to do this when I do these videos, where I make it sort of every day. Then I'll go through, read some of the comments from yesterday's video out. Let's have a look. First one. The Android 8312. The BBC will most likely make grinning, smug-faced, loudmouth Lineker DG very soon. Do you know what? I could see that. Couldn't you? In a few years' time, Gary Lineker being Director General of the BBC. I mean, he's been there longer than most, like 30 years. Been employed at the BBC, isn't it? It's over 30 years, I think. I'm sure he's not qualified for the position, but when's that ever stopped them putting anybody in that position? I don't think Tim Davies qualified for it. He's got experience, but it doesn't make him qualified for it, does it? If it were up to me, I'd wipe out the entire organisation, all because the BBC does not want to show adverts and would rather bully people out of their money instead. And the government turn a blind eye as they are getting a slice of the profits. Yeah, I don't know how all the money's dealt with, but I remember someone telling me once, whether it's true or not, that the money is held in trust by the government and then paid to the BBC. And they're always like $1 billion in credit or something, which the government's, the government is getting the interest and stuff off that. And I know interest rates are low, and you can't really live off the interest if you're a millionaire anymore. But on $1 billion, you probably could, couldn't you? I don't get why they prefer to bully people and show adverts. It just doesn't make any sense. Every other TV channel in the world funds itself via commercial activities, either showing adverts or subscription. I don't get it. I don't get it. Hopefully, more people's eyes are open. Shouldn't be eating pepper and talking, should I? Hopefully, more people's eyes are open, and we're going to get some change. We've got till 2027 when the charter expires. But any decisions have got to be made way before that, because the BBC will need time to implement them, won't they? Thanks for all you do. I've tried to post links to your videos many times that have been deleted almost straight away. Some have even been deleted while I try and recommend your channel without even posting a link, but I give the name of your channel and info about what you can and can't do legally. Happened many times yesterday on GB News videos in relation to Gary Lineker story. Drove me insane. Yeah, thanks for watching. You don't have to thank me for all I do. I just want to help people. I just want to help. It's turned into a bit of a mission, really. I only made that one video. And then what are we into now? It's like 4 or 5 years of TV license videos. I didn't plan on making anymore. Just that one video of me sitting on my sofa in my old flat in Malden. But yeah, I have heard that when you're trying to post my links and stuff like that. And even sometimes I show up really high on a Google search. Sometimes I disappear on a Google search. Yeah, I don't know what I said. I don't know what I've said, but I've said something. And YouTube have told me that, oh, they don't shadow ban, we don't do this. Believe of it what you will. I can see that things have changed on the channel. So, yeah, something's up. Something. It is what it is. It's what it is, Is that camera on a gimbal or something? It seems to be trying to track something. Yeah, yesterday's one in the car was a bit funny with the camera. It is on a gimbal. It's an Osmo Pocket. I'll put a picture up on top of it. So it's a tiny little camera. I don't know how big. And it has a gimbal on it. And it's really good. It's a cool little camera. I've had it for ages, but never used it for anything. And I thought, you know what? I'll put that in the car. And I'll make an odd video in the car. And I like it. But I think it must have been a bit dark in the car after work yesterday. And it just couldn't find my face. And it just kept... And I tried to... Like, the worst bits of it, I edited out with just using footage of the road. So if you wondered why I kept cutting just to a random shot of the road in front of me, that's why. I was trying to cut out the worst bits of that. Yeah, I need to look at that. I'm new to all this. I'm normally just sitting in front of my posh camera, but I haven't got the time anymore to sit down for a couple of hours in front of the posh camera and then spend a couple of hours editing them. This is a lot easier for me because I'm supposed to be cooking, obviously. So this isn't time that's been wasted on anything. And without the green screen or mucking about, this won't take long to edit at all. Waze is better than Google Maps, John. Yeah, it is. I think this comes from yesterday when I said I don't like checking the traffic for the A12 before I get up there. I go by instinct. I fly blind. But yeah, since I've had Apple CarPlay in the car, I never had that in a car before. Even the Range Rover, it was an old Range Rover, right? So I didn't know it. I always liked Google Maps. It was always my favourite. But since having Apple CarPlay, Waze is better. It's a bit more childish with emojis and stuff here. But you'd be driving along without even having the navigation on, and she'll come up and she'll go, warning, pothole ahead. It's pretty cool. Or traffic or other stuff. So yeah, I agree. Waze is better. Still Google product, still probably spying on you, but it's better. Because of smug, arrogant Lineker, I'm going to cancel my TV licence. He's untouchable and has too much power. I don't want to indulge someone like that and give them my money. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I'm happy that people have stumbled across this channel and some of the advice that you all lot give in the comments and I've done in the videos over this situation. It's good. Convert as many people as possible. But as I said earlier on, I just hope they play by the rules, learn the rules, and don't get into any trouble. Because otherwise, in a couple of months, there's going to be loads of PR disasters. Loads of problems, and it's going to put a lot of people off cancelling their telly licence if all this PR comes out where I cancelled over the Gary Lineker scandal and now I've been fined 900 quid by the court or something. Can you imagine? Oh, That does sound like something that could be arranged by the BBC, doesn't it? Don't get a lot of food waste in here because I tend to eat it all. Cheeky can of John West. Of course, we're 20 to 6 now. I've been talking for like 20 minutes. I've got one more that I wanted to mention to you about because I thought it was funny. Have a look at this one. Look. Terrified bloke has once in a lifetime encounter with world's biggest spider in car. I will continue this story in a minute, but there seems to be a big chav argument out the back and they're shouting and it's putting me off, partly because I want to hear it. She was threatening to cancel this kid's Netflix because he ran into somebody's garden. I think it might have been my garden, but I don't care because my garden's crap anyway. Not bothered. Yeah, so those of a nervous disposition, look away now. You heard the headline, right? Terrified bloke has once in a lifetime encounter with world's biggest spider in car. Those of a nervous disposition, look away now. A bloke was left terrified getting into a stare-off with what appeared to be 2 of the world's biggest spiders in his car. Buy a new car, mate. Buy a new car. I'd never get in that car again. I'd burn it. Burn it. Wouldn't even claim on insurance. I'd never get in that car again, ever. Get a new car. God, don't care. Buy a new car. Don't even want to know. Oh, God, there's another picture. I don't even want to know what happened. Just buy another car. Burn that one. Forget about it. Park it somewhere. Leave it forever. It's someone else's problem now. Buy a new car. Well, according to the computer, I've been gassing for about half an hour, so I'll probably leave it there because I haven't exactly made a lot of progress on the old salad either, have I? Very distracting. And I've only had one beer, so I can't blame that. So I'll save the rest of the stuff I wanted to talk about till tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying these. Do let me know in the comments if you're enjoying these every day. I'm quite enjoying making them every day. You know, I'm finding somewhere different than the car to do. Obviously, most of these are going to be in the car, but I think if I go down my sister's pub on the weekend, I'll do one from there so you can have a look at that. And yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below and about the stories as well, especially the spider one. And as always, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button because that way, hopefully I'll see you in another video again soon, won't I? Ta-da! I will finish this making this salad. This isn't just for show, Mum, if you're watching. I'm genuine. I promise. Promise.